Elected officials, especially judges like Sharon Holmes right here, are a cut above. They're better than the rest of us. They would never drink and drive, especially with kids in the car. Wait, what's this?
You have anything to say about Judge Holmes getting drunk in the Hunt Club? Nothing to say about her getting drunk in the Hunt Club at the bar and driving her grandkid? Nothing about that? You have nothing to say? But I've got her in there getting drunk when y'all weren't serving food. She gets drunk, y'all know this, and she goes out and drives. I've got her getting drunk on days y'all were not serving food. What you should do is you should tell the drunk Judge Holmes to get out of your bar. That's the Hunt Club, y'all. They're trying to cover it up. She's still there getting drunk. Oh my God, you're the bailiff. You're the one. She called an employee to bail you out.
But you don't need to come out here yelling at me, Judge. You don't need to come out here yelling at me, Judge. I'm not in front of you, Judge. I'm not in front of you, Judge.
Go ahead, Mr. Durbin. I'll stay out here then.
On average, over the 10-year period from 2012 to 2021, over 10,800 people died every year in drunk driving accidents. That's over 108,000 people dead in just one decade from one thing that was entirely preventable: drunks behind the wheel of a vehicle. This figure doesn't include all the people who were injured in those accidents, and it doesn't come close to the number of people who have been negatively affected because some careless drunk decided it would be a good idea to tool down the road in a 4,000-pound rolling hunk of metal. Now, it's infuriating enough to know that anybody out there would attempt to drive intoxicated and put the lives of others in the public at risk. But what if it's a public official who is tasked with protecting and serving that public? What if it's somebody who would throw the book at you if you attempted to drive in a drunken stupor? This is Tulsa County District Judge Sharon Holmes. What does Sharon Holmes have to do with the horrifying and staggering statistic of drunk driving accidents and deaths? Well, nothing. Yet. At least not that we know of. But considering that this is also allegedly Tulsa County District Judge Sharon Holmes entering a Tulsa bar called the Hunt Club with her 8-year-old grandson, and this is allegedly Judge Sharon Holmes sitting at the bar of the Hunt Club, allegedly knocking back multiple shots of Tito's vodka and a can of White Claw. And this is also allegedly the same Judge Sharon Holmes just minutes later leaving the Hunt Club with her grandson and getting into a 4-door Nissan and driving away. Maybe somebody needs to investigate. Let me introduce to you Oklahoma attorney Ron Durbin. In 2022, Ron was approached by Judge Sharon Holmes in the Tulsa County Courthouse after her bailiff was acting aggressively to members of the press for filming in the courthouse. Ron then jumped in to question the bailiff about her actions, and this is what happened.
As a result of inquiring as to what rule prohibited that and having a conversation related to the First Amendment, Judge Sharon Holmes decided that she wanted to file a bar complaint against me. Why did she want to file a bar complaint against me? It's simple, because when she came out in the hall acting like the tyrant that she is, I didn't kowtow to her demands and I spoke back to her. And finally, at the end of the conversation, I told her to, quite frankly, go back to the bar.
Is that really a rule? Do they have like a published rule for y'all that you can't go past the elevators? Is it published?
There's an invisible line.
It's actually a published rule that says there's a visible. Where's the visible line?
This is the invisible line.
Ma'am, I'm not talking to you, am I? I'm not talking to you. Stop talking to me, ma'am. She can stop talking to me. I don't need you to talk to me either. I'm over here talking. You can, ma'am. I'm not talking to you, Judge. I'm not talking to you, Judge.
But you don't get to talk to my baby.
She came out and talking to me, Judge.
You don't get to talk
okay,
to my
Judge.
baby.
I don't need to talk to you, Judge.
No, you don't. Because you're going to have a problem with me when you get done.
Okay, Judge. Okay, Judge.
Judge Sharon came.
I know who you are, Judge. I know who you are. I'm gonna file a judicial complaint.
No.
Didn't another judge come out of his courtroom and get in a little bit of trouble, Judge? I just thought another judge came out of their courtroom and started yelling at people and got in a little jump. Wasn't that Glasgow the other day that had that issue? Judge, I'm not talking to you either, Judge Drummond. Judge, so just I want if I could have an opportunity. So when we were coming out, they were conducting interviews.
We're on TV.
And I'm being lectured. I'm recording right now as well.
I'm just telling you, please, whatever your dispute is, do it somewhere in the hallway. That's all I'm asking.
Well, we were walking out, and her judge
I'm
comes
not
over,
here to
her
judge.
bailiff comes
I'm
over
not
here
here to
quoting me
judge
a
what
rule,
happened.
Judge.
I'm just-
And I asked her what the rule was. So, Judge, I just asked her what rule she was quoting.
You said to come.
I asked her what, I
So
said
that's
what
why
rule
I'm
is.
here.
I understand. I said if she has a problem, then she needs to go talk to somebody else, Judge. But you don't need to come out here yelling at me, Judge. You don't need to come out here yelling at me, Judge. I'm not in front of you, Judge. I'm not in front of you, Judge. Judge, yeah, that's fine. I'll file a judicial complaint, Judge. Say hello to all the media, Sharon. Say hello to all of them.
And please don't call me Sharon.
I can call you whatever. I'm not in front of you, Judge. I can call you whatever I want out here. We're in the public, Judge. Why don't you go drink some more at the bar, Judge? You do all that a lot.
Incidentally, Ron is no stranger to controversy in the courthouse. Having served as an attorney for years, he suspected there was corruption taking place within the Oklahoma injustice system that needed to be rooted out, and he began investigating the method by which grants were released in Tulsa. Ron is said to have requested public records detailing the release of those grants, and on his way to the fourth floor grant office one day, he was barred access by a handful of security guards. One of the guards decided to put his hands on Ron as he attempted to exit the building without the records that he wanted.
Let's go to the fourth floor. Okay. Dude, do not fucking touch me, man. Back up. Back up.
A short scuffle ensued. Ron pushed the officer back in self-defense, and because Officer Touchy-Feely got his little feelings hurt, he filed a police report which resulted in a warrant for assault. After an attempt to turn himself in, which was rejected, Ron planned to appear at a 9:45 hearing on his lawsuit against the city of Tulsa and Mayor G.T. Bynum. Before going in, Ron announced that he would be running for mayor.
I'm here today to now officially announce that I am throwing my hat into the ring for mayor of the city of Tulsa. I'll be filing.
After that, things took a turn.
Mr. Durbin can go. Everybody else will stay out.
We can't go in.
Go
ahead, Mr. Durbin.
I'll stay out here then.
Now, getting back to Ron's investigative reporting on Judge Sharon Holmes. Ron says he has attempted to alert the Tulsa Police Department of Judge Holmes' habit of driving drunk with a minor in the car, and he was told by them that he can personally stop her, but until they catch her intoxicated and behind the wheel of a car, there's nothing they can do. One day, while Judge Holmes was in the Hunt Club again with her grandson, Durbin approaches a Tulsa cop to let him know what was happening.
My name's Ron Durbin. I'm an attorney here in town. I got kind of a reputation for going after judges and stuff. And anyway, so we have a Tulsa County judge who's a drunk. And I'll show you the videos here in just a second. But on a regular basis, she brings her grandchild to the Hunt Club. It gets totally shit-faced, then proceeds to get in her black vehicle that's parked out in front, and then drives. I got it. I'll show you the video of her going in there regularly, walking the kid in, walking the kid out. We were going to expose all this tomorrow, and to do that, we were going to come shoot some B-roll footage with my camera crews in front of the Hunt Club. Well, she's there right now, getting drunk with her grandkid.
He shows the cop the footage they've managed to capture and then heads back to the bar where he believes the Tulsa Police Department has let Judge Holmes, who's inside the bar allegedly getting hammered, know what's going on.
This is the Hunt Club that we're standing in front of. And the Hunt Club is a bar that Judge Holmes frequents regularly. And in frequenting this bar regularly, she often comes in with her grandchild and then walks him out hand in hand and gets in a vehicle while intoxicated and drives. And it's our understanding that the Tulsa Police Department have let them know what's going on and that she's called in assistance today. But right down there is her black Nissan that she drives here every time. And unfortunately for Judge Holmes, I have her already doing and engaging in this behavior repetitively. So, ma'am, are you here to go in the Hunt Club? Do you have anything to say about Judge Holmes getting drunk in the Hunt Club? Do you have anything to say about Judge Holmes getting drunk in the Hunt Club? Nothing to say about her getting drunk in the hunt club at the bar and driving her grandkid? Nothing about that? You have nothing to say? Nothing to say about that? Is Judge Holmes going to try to leave out of the back? See, we got good stuff here. They're trying to hide this stuff. We've been over here more than 10 times with private investigators. And in every single one of those times that we... No, but hey, I'm glad you're pointing that out, but I got video where y'all weren't serving food. So you might want to... If you want to have a... I understand that. I appreciate that. But I've got her in there getting drunk when y'all weren't serving food, when Masa and that stuff. I've got tons of videos of private investigators. I understand that. I'm just letting you know that she gets drunk. Y'all know this. And she goes out and drives. I've got her getting drunk on days y'all were not serving food. I've got it documented in text messages. Don't try to play a game. What you should do is you should tell the drunk Judge Holmes to get out of your bar. I'm not on your... Hey, I don't have to leave here. This is public, sir. This is public. I don't have to... You don't have to get permission. You don't have to get permission. I can film anything. It's called the public, sir. It's called the public. It's called the public. It's called the public. You should have her stop driving her drunk ass self and her grandkid. She doesn't... I got it on video. You want to watch the video, sir? That's the hunt club, y'all. They're trying to cover it up. I got her on video. I'm glad you're bringing it now. The Able Commission's got the video, sir. Y'all have a good time. Y'all are epically y'all are so She's leaving out the back. Leaving out the back. She left out the back, man. Y'all get this? Oh yeah, that was it. No, she's still there getting drunk. She's still there getting drunk. You're the who?
Yelling at her.
You're the bailiff. Oh my God, you're the bailiff. You're the one. She called an employee to bail you out. Great. Great. She called her bailiff to come bail her out. She called a public employee to bail her out. I didn't recognize you, to be quite honest with you.
Actually,
but it adds it. It adds it. That's fantastic. Oh, great. That's great. You called the police. I've already called the police. I already called them. I already called them. She's called her bailiff, y'all. She's called her bailiff to bail her out of trouble. She's called another employee of the Tulsa County court system to bail her out. That is her bailiff. The one that was yelling at the media for recording. That's the bailiff, y'all.
A slew of Tulsa police show up, and of course, there's nothing they can do because with all the obvious attention, the judge would be beyond stupid to get behind the wheel and resume with her regular routine with all these cops around and Durbin's camera crew out. I'm sure we're not done with this case, and I'm sure Judge Sharon Holmes isn't done with her actions. The question is, how often do judges and other public officials try to game the system and attempt to get away with actions that would land all of us in jail? I'll leave the link to Ron's YouTube channel, Triangle Productions, in the description. If you visit him, tell him fellow Okie Here's the Deal sent you. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are, stand for your rights, and walk in your rights. If you don't exercise your rights, you'll lose them. I'll see you in the next video.